This practice will be done in a seated position. No standing up and no balancing, so just find a comfortable spot, cross-legged in any way that is comfortable for you. Rock back and forth, find your spot, and then slowly bring that to a close and take 3 long, slow, deep breaths. Reaching the belly button towards the spine on the exhale. And on the next exhale, slowly raise your hands up, looking up over your fingertips into a slight back bend, into a seated cat-cow. Inhale forward into cat, and exhale into cow. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, and on the next exhale, bring your left hand to your right leg and place your right hand behind you. Inhaling, lifting crown of the head towards the sky. Exhaling, going more deeply into the twist. Inhale, crown of head to sky. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crown of head to sky. And exhale, twist. On the next inhale, slowly bring your hands back up over your head into a slight back bend, looking at fingertips, and then come down with your right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind. And inhale, crown of head to sky. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. And exhale down, back. Inhale up. And exhale back. Inhale up and exhale, lifting both hands up to the sky, and then slowly bring them down to your knees. Sitting back on your mat. Bring soles of the feet together, grasping either toes or ankles, and lift your knees up, rocking back and forth, up and down, forward, backward, until your sits bones are grounded right straight into that ground. And then slowly bring your butterfly wings down towards the ground. And inhale, keeping a long straight line from the tip of your head down through to your tailbone. For 3 long, slow, deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, and one more. Inhale, and on the exhale, slowly start to hinge from the hips forward, reaching your elbows towards the bend in the knee, keeping that spine straight until you find your comfortable position, and breathe into it. And after the next exhale, slowly bring your hands out in front and walk them forward, coming down into the most comfortable expression of this position for you. You can rest your forehead on the floor, you can have it up off the ground, wherever is comfortable. Breathing into any tight spots or any stretches, but don't allow yourself to have any pain. For 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale, and then slowly walk your hands back, all the way back to the feet. And clasp your hands around your feet once more, and slowly pull those those heels in towards the groin area. And breathe up through the crown of your head and down through your sits bones. Now release the feet and slowly bring the knees up about kind of half a leg's distance in front with toes on the mat for now. Place your hands under the crease where your knee bends, your leg bends, and lean slightly backwards into upward facing boat. Slowly inhale, lift the feet to where they're most comfortable, straight up or straight out, keeping your hands on the back of your knees until you're ready to let them go. If you want to keep holding on, that's great too. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, your hands back behind the knees, slowly bending those feet back down to the mat, and sit back up, stretching the legs straight out in front. My toes, hands on the side of your mat. You can tent your fingers or you can rest on your knuckles into Dandasana. Crown of the head lifting towards the sky, sits bones to the ground, and just feel the strength of the pose. Not forgetting to continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling, paying close attention to the breath. Trying to coordinate the movements with the breath. On the next inhale, slowly lift the arms up, fingertips to the sky, and then exhale down towards the toes or the ankles, whichever is the most comfortable position for you. And just relax the shoulders, relax the neck, shake your head back and forth, yes, no, circles. Just relax into the pose for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now slowly, 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 one vertebra at a time, come back up to Dandasana and take the feet out to the left and bring yourself into table. And when you're in table pose, the shoulders should be aligned over the wrists, the hips over the knees, fingertips pointing straight forward, and the head, the crown of the head pointing towards the front of the room, the sits bones towards the back. And try to create a little space by maybe the illusion of the crown of head pulling towards the front and the sits bones pulling towards the back. And take a few breaths. On the next exhale, push back into child's pose, using the strength of your arms, pushing with those hands. The forehead can rest on the mat, or it can just be right above it, whichever is most comfortable. For a couple of breaths. On the next exhale, come back slowly up into table. Inhale, and exhale the right foot back out with the toes pointing towards the wall. And inhale, as you inhale, make circles with your toes and your ankles in one direction. And on the exhale, reverse direction. Bring that to a close, leaving your toes pointing straight back. Take the left hand, pointing it straight towards the front of the room, doing the same thing with the wrist. Inhale, circle in one direction, and exhale, circle in the other. Bring that to a close, and on the next exhale, slowly bend your right knee, and take your left hand around in a circle to clasp the foot, the top of your right foot, and just gently pull it up towards the sky for 3 long breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, bringing that right leg down, pointing the left finger straight towards the front of the room and the toes of the right foot back towards the back. And slowly bring that hand down and bring the right knee back into table and just rock back and forth for a couple seconds. Now bring that to a close. Inhale. And exhale the left foot straight out back with the toes pointing towards the back wall. And inhale, twist that ankle around in one direction. And exhale, reverse directions. Bring that to a close. The right hand pointed out towards the front of the room. Inhale, wrist circles in one direction. Exhale, wrist circles in another direction. Couple of long, slow breaths. And then the next exhale, bend that left leg at the knee, reach your right hand around to grasp the foot and pull it up, stretching upwards for 3 long breaths. And exhale, bring that knee back down. Pointing the fingers to the front of the room, the toes to the back, and then slowly bring it back, your hand and your knee back to the mat. Pushing back into extended child pose, which is big toes together, knees apart. Push those arms forward and lie your chest right down on the mat. And the next exhale, push yourself right back up towards table, knees together, back into table. And the next pose is thread the needle. So on the next inhale, lift your right hand up to the sky, looking at your fingertips, and exhale it under your left hand, placing your shoulder on the ground and your cheek on the ground. Now bring the left hand to meet the right for a breath. To make it a little bit more challenging, if you'd like, inhale your left hand to the sky and around behind you and clasp the top of your right thigh, looking over your shoulder and feeling this stretch in a few more places. On the next exhale, slowly bring that hand back around and place it on the mat. Pushing yourself back up, unthreading that needle, placing your hands in alignment, your wrists in alignment with your shoulders. And we'll do the other side. So next inhale, lift your left hand up to pointing to the sky, looking up at those fingertips. Exhale, threading under the right arm. Bringing your cheek down to the mat, bringing your right hand to meet the left. And inhale, and exhale. And on the next inhale, bring your right hand up to the sky, bring it behind your back and around and clasp your left thigh, or just rest it on your back if that's where it lands, for 3 long breaths. And the next exhale, bring that right hand back around to the floor, pushing yourself back to table, sliding your left hand, unthreading that needle, and bring yourself back into extended child's pose for just a breath. Chest and chin on the floor. And then push yourself back up. Bringing yourself back to seated. And then slowly going down onto your back, clasping your knees and hugging your knees into your chest. Rock back and forth. Make circles with your knees to the right. And reverse direction. And then bringing that to a close, hug your knees to your chest, place your arms out in T.